Hello YouTubers, Alaska Prepper here. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that little intro. So a couple days ago, little Miss Alaska Prepper came up to me and said, "Dad, guess what?" And I said, "What?" She said, "I made you an intro." And I'm like, "An intro for what?" And then she said, "Your video, they need an intro." And I'm like, "Why?" She says, "Well, check this out." And she showed me that intro that I just played. So I hope you enjoyed it. Because it looks like I'm hiring a producer to join the Alaska Prepper team. All right, so little Miss Alaska Prepper is going to be my producer. All right, so on a serious note, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you've had a good week. Thank goodness that my arm is actually recovering very well. Today, I think yesterday was a turning point where my arm feels much better than it has been for the last week or so. So healing is in progress. Having said that though, let's go ahead and get to the point of the video, okay? So ladies and gentlemen, do not rely on government. Do not rely on government for anything, all right? And this is why I'm telling you this. This is more of a lesson to those of us that are still in our working years, I guess you could say, but really a message for everyone, okay? A message for everyone. I've been getting so many comments lately, and to me it's heartbreaking. It truly is. And I think to myself, like, what in the world can I say to this person? What can I reply? What kind of a reply can I say to this person that can help them? And I don't know what to say. I've had so many comments where someone's telling me, I rely 100% on the government for my income. I'm retired on Social Security and I only get, X number of dollars a month for food, and I still have to buy this and that, which almost leaves nothing for food. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that have been leaving comments like that, I'm so sorry. I really am. Because we, as a nation, have been duped. We have been duped. And this is my opinion, of course. But my opinion is that our monetary system was taken over a long time ago. And the people that are in control of our monetary system, they don't care about us. They really don't. You have to understand that they do not care about you and they do not care about me. You see this picture here? This is where they want us. If you remember me commenting a few videos back where the string pullers want us to be kept at the first rung of the ladder. All right, the first rung of the ladder to success. This picture here represents people that are barely hanging on to that first rung. All right, this is where they want us. And every time that we start to get to that second or third rung of the ladder, they knock it out from under us. All right, why is that, ladies and gentlemen? Because it's all about control. It's all about some sick individuals thinking that their lives would be better if they had control over the masses. So if you rely on government for your living, for your income, all right, for your food, you have to take steps and do things that are necessary in order for you to not have to rely on government for that. And I don't want to hear the "I'm too old," because there's no such thing. All right, with the age in which we live, with the technology age in which we live, you are not too old. If you are listening to this video right now, you are on a computer or you are on some kind of a smart device that is allowing you to receive this transmission, which means that you are not too old. Okay, so if you don't make enough of an income, start a YouTube channel. Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't start this YouTube channel to become a millionaire. I started this YouTube channel because I wanted to inform people. I want to help people. I am a people person. But there is nothing wrong with you starting a YouTube channel and making $100 a month or $200 a month. Imagine how far that would go. Start a YouTube channel. It may take you 6 months to start making $100 a month, or it may take you a year to start making $100 a month. But guess what? If you don't start, you'll never make it. You will never make it if you don't start. Okay? So if you find yourselves in a predicament where you can only rely on government, or charity to help you with your needs, all right? With your needs for food, for fuel, for whatever it is. Do something that you can do, because you are never too old, especially in this day and age. I mean, you can be living in an old person's home, okay, and have a YouTube channel. Actually, that would probably be a big hit if you had a YouTube channel, you know, recording things that goes on a daily basis in an old folks home. I mean, I'm just saying, I don't know. But do something. If you can walk and go outside and collect cans, all right? I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to go through all of the things that you can possibly be doing to make some kind of an income. But what I know is this. In the technological age that we live in, it is possible for you to make a small income, just small enough, or just big enough to allow you to eat on your own wit, okay? Now, having said this, don't rely on the government and all that stuff like that. You can call me a hypocrite. You know, in a way I am. And because I am a beneficiary of government money. Why? Because I retired from the military. All right? And I have a government job. However, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm doing everything for those of you, all right, that may see this video, okay, and say, well, you're immoral because, well, you know what, ladies and gentlemen, we've all been duped. Every one of us, all right? And we are where we are in life, all right? Because of our decisions that we made, and the decisions that we made in life really counted on information that we were being fed that was not true information. Okay? So where you are is where you are. If you want to criticize, you can criticize, but that's not going to change anything. Okay? However, I'm trying to take steps to where I no longer have to be dependent on my government job. And God willing, I will be there within the next year to 2 years at the latest. I will be free. But that's me. And this video is not about me. All right? This video is about those of you that need to understand that you still have an option. If you can click a keyboard, if you can get someone to help you to set up a YouTube channel, or if you can get someone to help you set up some kind of a small business where you can make $100, $200 a month, you are still in the game. So don't knock yourself down. Don't give up. Okay? Because if you give up, you're going to be in this picture for the rest of your life. If you give up, you will be in this picture for the rest of your life. So don't allow that to happen. You have to take control of who you are and what you do. And if you decide to solely rely on one source of income, then be ready to lose that source of income. Because eventually you will. Right? Eventually you will. And I just want you to know that the side that provides you with your food is not the side that's on your side. Okay? Listen to this. I mean, take a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to take a look at this. All right? And for those of you, I'm going to play you a quick clip. It's, I don't know, maybe 20, 25 seconds long. I'm going to play you a clip. And this here is Alan Greenspan. And he was being interviewed. I don't remember where. But he was being interviewed about the nation's, money supply and the nation's economic situation, etc., right? And he pretty much tells everyone what our government is up to. So I want you to listen to this. All right, I'm going to play it once so you guys can replay it if you want. But listen to this. Let me go ahead and put the volume up. Okay. So listen to what he's saying. This right here, the guy in the middle, is Alan Greenspan. He was our Federal Reserve chairman. They used to call him the maestro, all right? Or the teacher. Maestro in Spanish translates to teacher in English, all right? This is the guy here that pretty much invented quantitative easing, all right? And he's pretty much the one that started the trend of increasing our money supply. So listen to this.
U.S. Treasury bonds still safe to invest in?
Very much so. I think this is not an issue of credit rating. The United States can pay any debt it has because we can always print money to do that. So there is zero probability
Look at the look in this guy's face.
of default.
Did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? He said the United States can pay off any debt that it has because it can always print enough money. And then he said that the only issue is, I'm paraphrasing right here, he said the only issue is what the value of that money will have after they print. So he's pretty much, that's why you saw that guy to the right hand side, that's why you saw his facial expression. It's because, man, this guy's spilling the beans. He's pretty much telling everyone that the US can print as much money as it wants to pay off any debt it incurs at the cost of the people losing their purchasing power. All right, that 23-second clip, 25-second clip, whatever it was, says it all. It says it all. But then again, ladies and gentlemen, who's in charge of our money supply? Who really is in charge of our money supply? It's not the White House, all right? And here's a quote. He who controls the money supply of a nation controls the nation. So who controls our money supply? Look to who controls our money supply, and you will look at who controls our nation. All right. Here's another quote that I want you to take in. This is a quote from Henry Kissinger, and it goes: "Control oil, and you control nations. Control food, and you control the people." All right. U.S. strategy deliberately destroyed family farming in the U.S. and abroad, and led to 95% of all grain reserves in the world being under control of 6 multinational agribusiness corporations. So there you go. He who controls oil controls nation, and he who controls money as well controls nations. All right, because that money is what's used to purchase the oil. All right, and of course, he who controls the food will control the people. And that is exactly where they want us. Ladies and gentlemen, we are cattle. All right, we are cattle. And we serve one purpose, and that is revenue. We are cattle, and we serve one purpose, which is to provide a stream of revenue to a few that control money, that control oil, that control food. All right? And I would say also that control medicines. So that is what we are. We are cattle. However, you can decide to exit that paradigm. You can decide to exit that system. Take control of your own welfare. Take control of your own destiny. Is it easy? Absolutely not. But if you don't try, you will never know. And if you don't try, you will forever be in that line. Now, how do you take control of these things? Well, like I said, if you need additional income, there's a whole bunch of things you can do. All right, there's a whole bunch of things you can do. All right, ladies and gentlemen, check this out. All right, if I don't do giveaways, all right, which I'm still gonna do. All right, it's not, like I said, I didn't do this to become rich. If I don't do giveaways, the money that I've spent on giveaways, which hasn't been so much over the last 3 or 4 months, could have actually fed my family a sustainable, diet for the last 4 months. I could have actually, so like for example, and I'm not talking about just the money that I've done in giveaways, but also the money that I put away to pay taxes, all right, to pay the tax money that the government's going to want me to pay them, at the end of the year. And I hate saying that, but it is. But if I were in a situation where this was my only income, I could actually feed my family on what I make off of YouTube, to include the money that I put aside for taxes. Because if I was in that situation, I wouldn't be a taxpayer. All right. At the end of the year, when I got my 1099 and I filled out my tax return form or whatever, I would make less than what I needed in order to have to pay into taxes. So just me spending, and I guess I do spend quite a bit of time on YouTube every week. But if that's the only thing that you have, if you're retired, all right, and you don't go to a 9-to-5 job and you rely on a paycheck from the government in order for you to buy food, all right? Do something that's going to make you an extra $100, $200 a month, all right? Because like I said, if I'd save whatever money I get in taxes, or whatever money I put away for taxes, and the little bit of money that I use to do giveaways, if I saved that, if I had just used that, if I would have never said, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just keep the money that I make from you guys and I'm not doing any giveaways, if I would have just never said anything about that, I could have actually fed my family a subsistence diet. And what I mean by subsistence means a bare bones nutritional diet. All right, we would definitely be eating rice and beans every day and maybe a little piece of meat and a small amount of vegetables on the side. But we would be able to eat just on that little bit of money. And for the elderly out there, trust me, I know that you are a lot smarter than I am. And I know that you can stretch a dollar a lot farther than I can. All right, because you guys have the experience and I don't. All right, so you can do this. All right, you can do it. I want to encourage you to try to do something that's outside of your comfort zone. All right, because I want you to succeed. I want you to be able to say, hey, maybe I depend on X number of dollars coming from the government this month to do this or that. But guess what? I'm doing this over here and it's making me an extra $100 a month. You know, just because I decided to do something to empower myself. All right, it's all about empowering yourself. These people right here that you see on this picture, they're not empowered. All right, they are not empowered. They're exactly where the string pullers want them to be. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So I can't comment on, or I can't reply on some of the comments that say, what do I do? You know, I only have $50 a month to do this and this and that. Because everyone's situation is different. I mean, I would really hope that if I were in that position, that my children would have enough of a heart to say, hey, mom and dad need help. We have to help them without us having to ask. But I don't know what everyone's situation is. So I'm sorry that I can't help those of you that are in that situation, you know, just by replying. And I'm not going to give you a reply that's empty, all right? Because I don't know. This is the best that I can tell you to do. The best that I can tell you to do is that you have to get up and you have to get it for yourself. Because when the government stops giving to you, you're going to be in real trouble. And ladies and gentlemen, eventually the government will stop. I don't know if it's this year. I don't know if it's next year. I don't know if it's in 5 or 10 years. But eventually it will. It cannot and will not last forever. All right? Too much wealth has been extracted from the people. And the wealth that's been extracted from the people is almost complete. There's almost no more that they can extract. All right? The value of the dollar's only maybe on the last 2 cents, I would say. I think we're maybe on the last 2 pennies of value that a dollar really has from its creation. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, this may not have been a very cheery presentation or video, but I do hope that you take it to heart. You can do anything that you want to, no matter how old you are. And you may not be able to be an Olympic star if you're 80, but you can definitely click a keyboard and you can definitely start some kind of a small business. And if you can walk, you can definitely collect cans, you know, to help you supplement your nutrition. All right. You can do anything. All right. You can do anything is a big word. But what I mean is that there's so many things out there that you can do. You just have to open your minds. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm running late. All right, it's early in the morning and I got to get ready for work. So I hope you got something out of this. If you did, ladies and gentlemen, please go ahead and hit the like button and share this video with someone you love. What else? Also, if you guys have any questions, I've got a couple of things to go over on Sunday as far as questions go that might take up our whole time on Sunday. I've got a couple of really good questions that I've been saving. All right, so I'm going to go over some of those on Sunday. For Saturday, what I'm going to do this Saturday is we will have a live chat this Saturday at the same time. Same time, same place. All right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the payday prep for this Saturday. All right. So instead of putting up a payday prep video for this Friday, I'm going to go ahead and put it up on Saturday and we can chat about it. And we'll go over that then. So remember always that if you like to support the channel, just do a few things. You can just let some of the ads run through. That really helps. Please use my Amazon link. All right. When you do your Amazon shopping, it doesn't cost you any more. If you have a big purchase that you need to make and you need the link to a specific item, you can email me and I'll send you that link. And if you're looking for precious metals, please do use SD Bullion link that I have in the description below. One thing I found out about SD Bullion, ladies and gentlemen, is that they are 100% debt free. So they do not operate their business on margin, which is a great thing. So that I did find out about them, but you can do your own research on them if you decide to use them or not. If you do, I appreciate you use the link because the Alaska Prepper channel does get a kickback for that. And I appreciate that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, of course, you can always do a super chat or you can buy me a coffee. However, I'd rather you use money to prep, all right? And you can support the channel, obviously, by doing the previous things that I mentioned. And I want to thank you all for your support. It's because of you guys, ladies and gentlemen. I want to say this. I know I'm babbling, but I'm going to babble, okay? Because I mean this. It's because of you guys that I can do these giveaways. It's 100% because of you guys. All right, because of our community that I can do these giveaways. All right, and I love doing the giveaways. I love giving something back to the community because really it's yours. You guys are the ones that make this community what it is. I just provide a platform. So please continue to support the channel in the ways that you have been. It's truly appreciated, not only by me, but by everyone. And by the way, I'm going to put a little hint out there. Our next giveaway, I think, is going to be awesome. I really do. I'm very, very excited to do this giveaway because it's a very, very nice one. So I'll leave it at that. Ladies and gentlemen, remember to be good to each other because when good people do good things happen. Remember to reach one, teach one, and repeat. If we all did this, the world would be a better place. And you know that it will be a better place. Many blessings to all of you and your families. This is Alaska Prepper, and I'm out.